Hello, I'm Nicholas Bauer. I'm a mechanical engineer here at Local Motors, and I've been tasked with the redesign of the brake caliper mount for the Local Motors Rally Fighter. And this is one of our first designs. It uses a 1/4-inch plate that mounts to the outside flange of the Ford 9-inch. And basically, the problems we've been having with this is sometimes when you press on the brakes, it does a like harmonic type deal where it vibrates and the brakes will chatter. So we're looking for some a little beefier, some a little stronger. So I cut these new brake caliper brackets at 1/4-inch mild steel, and we're planning on making them out 3/8. Most vehicles, like a Nissan Leaf, uses like a 1/2-inch like caliper bracket, but the 3/8-inch steel will be much more stronger than the 1/4-inch we have on there right now. So right now, with our current brake caliper mount, it mounts to the outside of the axle tube, which isn't dimensionally like straight all the time, because this is a machine face right here where the axle bearing sits. So we're going to replace this axle bearing retainer for the semi-float Ford 9-inch axle with the actual brake caliper mount itself. So this will actually have 2 cuts in it, slip on just like that axle bearing retainer, and also have the purpose of holding the disc brake caliper mount onto the vehicle. Another thing is our calipers. We use 79 through 1985 Cadillac Eldorado caliper. The reason why we chose this caliper is because they're pretty easy to source. They're extremely powerful. They have a large piston size, and they have a e-brake mechanism built into them. A lot of the hardcore rock guys use this on their rigs for that purpose. So it works pretty well. For the rear brake rotors, we use 1980s to 1990s Chevrolet GM 10-bolt solid front axle brake rotors, and they also use them on the General Motors like Tahoe trucks for their fronts. The cool thing about these brake rotors is they have a 6-on 5.5 bolt pattern, and they're pretty easy to source. You can get them at any like parts store or thing like that, and they weigh very little. So that brake rotor weighs 15 pounds. The old brake rotors we used a late model GM brake rotor, and it weighed twice as much. A lot of unsprung weight on the rear axle leads to bad suspension characteristics. So we really like this brake rotor. It's strong enough to lock up the rear tires on the Rally Fighter. Keep updated on the blogs, and you'll see the finished product when it's done.